In the lush and prosperous Yoruba kingdom of Ile-Ife, there lived a princess named Adizwa, whose beauty was unmatched across the land. Her most striking feature was her long, flowing hair, which cascaded down her back like a waterfall of black silk. It shimmered in the sunlight, thick and lustrous, and was the envy of every woman in the kingdom. Adizwa's hair was so magnificent that many believed the gods themselves had blessed her with it. The princess adored her hair and took great pride in it. She would spend hours every day having her maids carefully brush and braid it, adorning it with precious jewels and gold beads. She refused to let anyone touch it except for her personal attendants, believing that her hair was too precious for the common folk. As the years passed, her vanity grew. She began to think that her beauty, particularly her hair, was what made her special, what made her a princess. Her heart hardened with pride, and she became aloof and unkind. One day, during a grand festival held at the palace, a young girl, admiring the princess from afar, dared to approach her. "Princess Adizwa," the girl said timidly, "may I touch your hair, just once? It is so beautiful." Adizwa looked down at the girl, a sneer forming on her lips. "How dare you ask to touch something as precious as my hair?" she scoffed. "My hair is not for the likes of you." The girl stepped back, hurt and embarrassed, while the courtiers whispered among themselves, their admiration for the princess tinged with dismay at her harshness. The story of the princess's vanity spread throughout the kingdom, and soon it reached the ears of the gods. From their celestial realm, they watched with concern as Adizwa's pride grew unchecked. They decided it was time to teach her a lesson about humility and true beauty. One night, as Adizwa slept in her luxurious bed, a gentle breeze swept through her chamber. But this was no ordinary breeze, it carried the divine will of the gods. When the princess awoke the next morning, she felt an unusual lightness on her head. She reached up to touch her hair, only to find that it was gone. Every single strand had vanished overnight, leaving her scalp as smooth and bare as a newborn baby's. A scream of horror escaped her lips, echoing through the palace halls. The maids rushed to her side, gasping at the sight of their once beautiful princess, now bald and broken. "My hair! My beautiful hair!" Adizwa wailed, tears streaming down her cheeks. She locked herself in her chamber, refusing to see anyone, her heart filled with shame and despair. King Adewale, her father, was deeply troubled by his daughter's plight. He loved Adizwa dearly and could not bear to see her in such misery. He summoned healers, herbalists, and wise men from every corner of the kingdom, offering a great reward to anyone who could restore the princess's hair. They came in droves, each with their own potions, concoctions, and spells.